I thought they were very accomplished on the ball. I thought they were quite a solid unit. Their main struggle is with all of the kind of dominance of certain parts of the game. If you actually look at it, the amount of chances they created was still quite little, and it seems like that's maybe, obviously you had Vipotnik, I think it is, his top scorer out, but I'm not even sure in that scenario they weren't really feeding too much in, and it seemed like that's maybe their final third is the issue they have as a team, because I think if they could make that click, there's a really, really good side there, yeah.
Yeah, I think technically they had a few really good players in that middle of the park as well, which is where we probably fell a bit short, I think, in the game, was we allowed them to sort of get their foot on the ball quite a lot of the game, which then makes it difficult because, again, we were without the ball for a majority of the game. I think as well they had a few class players. Obviously, Ida ended up getting their goal, and he's played for some pretty high-profile clubs, gone for quite a bit of money transfer-wise, so he's got a bit of pedigree, and that finish did show a bit of class, actually.
It did. And throughout the game, I actually thought he was a little bit more wasteful. He had a few little chances, a few little moments, and I actually thought he had the one, I think it was in the first half, where we had one of our defensive lapses, which we haven't had many of this season, but we had a few in the game. And he looked like he was a little bit, I don't know, because I don't think stat-wise he's hit that many goals so far for them. I don't know if it was just a little bit of like the nervy, almost what we have with Kelman sometimes, where, not in this game, but throughout the season, where maybe that decision-making isn't quite as... I say he had the one where I think if he had played it across and just run at the defender, played it across, they would have had a shot on goal.
The thing is, I'm not sure how much game time he's had recently in terms of starts, because obviously Vipotnik usually gets in ahead of him. So whether that's because it's one of his first games starting,
maybe
that could have been it as well. But he was always a bit of a threat, and he had a good couple of chances where he wasn't too far away with his efforts. So, and obviously the goal he did tuck away was actually a really nice finish. But
it was. It was.